Find your purpose in life. It's crazy how often we hear that in life, but nobody ever teaches us how to do it. So today I want to break down the lessons I wish someone would have taught me when I was young. And that starts with having clarity, setting a good aim, embracing sacrifice, and then setting incremental goals. So kicking it off with clarity, you are never going to hit the target if you're looking down the scope and you still have the lens cap on. So to find clarity, you need to look in your immediate environment and identify the things that cause chaos. Maybe that's your house is messy. Maybe that's you're always late to things. Maybe that's you spend too much time on social media. You need to clean those things up so that you have the space to identify what's actually meaningful in life. Once you have that space, you need to take ownership of some sort of moral framework. And I would recommend starting with those things that cause the chaos and taking ownership of that and saying, I maintain a clean household. I'm always on time. I use my time wisely. Think of those things. And then once you take ownership of those and you do those things out every day in life, that becomes your identity. Now, once you have clarity, you need to set a good aim. You want to set an aim that is as high and ambitious as you could possibly imagine. So you identify what means the most to you in life, and then think about what you could actually do to change the world. You set that. It's a target that is far away and in the right direction, but you're aiming somewhere. Now, next, I need you to embrace sacrifice. You have to be the hero in your own story. Every one of your favorite stories has a hero in it, and that hero faces something that nobody else wants to do, and that's why you love them. You need to do that in your own life. Once you have your aim, there are going to be things along that journey that you don't want to do, and you have to face those things anyway. You have to be willing to sacrifice. You have to be willing to endure. And the last part of this is to set incremental goals. The hero never comes out and beats the villain in the first scene of the movie. They have to start small. You look in front of you and you master the things that you can in your own life. Once you have your own things cleaned up and you're living out that purpose in your own life, then you take your eye away from the signpost for a minute. You look around. Who else could use that help? Maybe you start with your family, and then your friends, and then your friends' friends, and then your friends' friends' friends. The next thing you know, you're actually living out the purpose that you intended to. So just to recap that, clean up what's in your immediate environment so that you have clarity and you can pick something meaningful. And then aim at that thing that's meaningful. Be willing and voluntarily accept the suffering that's going to come along the way. And then take incremental goals. Start small, but aim high. That's how you find purpose in life.